Hello everyone, my name is Anam Ahmad Khan and I am a researcher at the University of Melbourne. Today I will be presenting some research on the effect of note-taking modality on learners' ability to comprehend digital text. Text is a popular medium through which learners gain information. However, understanding text is not an easy task. It requires learner to build connection of what they have read with some things they have observed in the world, with some other text they have read, and with some experiences that had occurred in their prior life. Such connections can be made by taking notes while reading. Note taking is a mean for learners to extract useful information from the content and reflect on their understanding regarding the reading material. As such, note taking helps learners to focus their attention on the text, assist them to generate new knowledge, and helps in effective encoding of the reading material. Recognizing the utility of note taking, a wide range of tools have emerged that enable learners to record digital notes. Although the functionality available in these tools are relatively similar, they offer variety in terms of their input modality. For instance, some tools allow learners to compose written notes using a keyboard or digital ink, while others enable them to verbalize their notes using voice. As the expressiveness of the input modality shapes what learner externalize, the use of different modalities for recording notes can have a varying impact on learners' understanding of digital text. Thus, a question may arise at which modality of note taking is effective for text comprehension. Recent studies have investigated the effect of keyboard note taking on text comprehension. The finding of these studies suggests that compared to pen and paper note taking, keyboard note taking prompts learner to copy and paste content from the reading material to their notes without comprehending it. This finding emphasizes the need to explore other input modalities for recording digital note that can better instigate learners to practice effective note taking. With the increased acceptance of voice as an input modality, it has emerged as a promising alternative note-taking modality. A considerable number of tools have entered the market that enable learners to record voice notes. The wide adoption of these tools motivate us to investigate regarding the impact of voice note-taking on learners' comprehension of digital text. For this purpose, we conducted an experiment in which 60 participants took notes using voice or keyboard on two independent pieces of digital text. After the note-taking task, participants completed a post-test, which included factual-based questions that required the knowledge of a single idea unit presented in the passage. Further, the post-test also included inference-based questions that required the integration of two or more idea units and tested the conceptual understanding of the digital text. After the post-test, participants were asked to comment on the usefulness and limitations of using voice note-taking for learning activities. As the affordance of the input modality can shape learners' behavior, we expected to see differences in their content of notes depending on the participant's choice of modality. To explore this, we analyzed the notes in terms of their comprehensiveness and level of elaboration. Comprehensiveness reflects the number of idea units discussed in the notes, while the level of elaboration refers to the number of examples, analogies, and personal experiences discussed in notes. Our investigation revealed many interesting findings, and here I am going to present the most important ones. Our findings suggest that typed notes and voice notes may offer similar benefits when answering factual questions. However, we found that voice notes seem to offer an advantage in answering inference-based questions, as the participant performs significantly better when recording notes using voice. Further, we found that learners who used voice as a modality for note-taking discussed more ID units than those who used keyboard. Similarly, learners elaborated more on the subject matter when they made notes using voice modality than when using the keyboard. The analysis of the obtained interviews also backed our finding, with many participants suggesting that recording voice notes prompts them to pay more attention to the learning content. This was mainly because with voice note taking, participants were able to simultaneously inspect the learning content, as well as speak out loud. Similarly, participants also agreed that taking voice notes compel them to explain learning content to themselves or to an imaginary audience. Thus, they subsequently reflected and elaborated more on the learning content by giving real life examples during voice note taking. Further, many participants agreed that recording notes via voice was more spontaneous and assisted them in capturing momentary thoughts before they are forgotten. Overall, this research highlights the potential benefit of using voice for note taking by suggesting that taking notes using voice leads to a higher conceptual understanding of the digital text. Similarly, our findings suggest that voice triggers learners to make more elaborative and comprehensive notes. Owing to these benefits, we suggested note-taking tool designed for digital learning environment could incorporate voice as an input modality to promote effective note-taking. That's all from my side. Thank you for paying attention.